They go raid Puffy's house, and they get all these videos of J-Lo doing this and J-Lo doing that.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
Profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really?
So Diddy had cameras all throughout his house, and he invited people to come over and do wild things, and he videotaped them without them knowing. And he kept those tapes. And he did this to have power over people, to guarantee their silence, to guarantee their cooperation.
Diddy's infamous Ibiza freak-off tapes that were handed over to the government last year have finally been leaked. And this is genuinely one of the most disgusting videos to hit the internet. This isn't just your regular amateur corn video. He was full-blown performing acts on those men and women that were straight-up satanic. It wasn't just the fact that the male escorts in the video seemed to be overloaded on a cocktail of substances. He was acting an absolute mess in them as well. And word on the street is this tape and his recently released tapes with 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne Joy, are just the start of a long streak of disturbing video that are going to come out. Word on the street is someone higher up wants to humiliate Diddy and get his case reopened. And if these Ibiza tapes are just the start, then you know the rest are nasty. Now, for those of y'all who have somehow not heard about the Ibiza tapes, they were recorded by Diddy on a Sony DV-Cam camcorder during a 1996 trip. According to reports, the feds recovered the cassette tapes when they raided his house back in March 2025. They were included among items investigators say were property used or intended to be used in connection with illegal acts, specifically tied to the prostitution charges that led to his conviction. Now, before the tapes leaked, no one actually knew what was in them except for Diddy, his team, the prosecutors, and the jury that had to watch them during the trial. Even though jurors viewed other explicit recordings during the trial, the new filings never explain what's specifically on the Ibiza tapes. But now, it's being speculated that the reason the feds are so secretive about this particular tape is because it features a lot of high-profile celebrities. Remember that tape that the lawyer Ariel McShell spoke about a while back, saying it contained footage of Diddy freaking off with a celebrity more high-profile than him? Well, word on the street is that tape is actually an extension of this infamous Ibiza tape.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollwyood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollwyood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I
tape.
can't explain who the person was, but
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video is pornographic in nature.
Oh my, all right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home.
And like I said, this is not the only Diddy tape that's been floating around lately, so clearly somebody is trying to take that man down. And unfortunately for Diddy, it looks like they might actually be getting somewhere. Just a few weeks ago, he was trending all over social media after a private tape leaked on X, showing Diddy in the middle of a wild freak-off with a male escort and 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne Joy. And ever since that video hit the internet, people have had a whole lot of questions, like how many women were pressured into doing this kind of stuff? How many tapes are out there? And most importantly, how did the tape even leak in the first place if the feds are supposedly the ones holding all the footage? Well, word on the street is the person who leaked it may have been the escort in the video himself. See, months before the leak, he had already sat down with Vlad and spilled some tea about how the whole freak-off went down. According to him, Diddy accidentally recorded the whole thing on his phone and didn't even realize it until later, when he got home and saw the footage sitting there.
He wasn't well endowed. I was not prepared for what I saw in this video.
Yeah, he's a smaller guy. Well, I mean, I don't I don't know how.
Diddy has a it's a medical condition. Yeah.
You know, a knife ain't even a weapon unless it's more than 4 inches.
And if y'all remember, one of the grand jury witnesses, Courtney Burgess, appeared in a podcast right after the trial was over and made some mild allegations, claiming to have seen a video of Diddy mistreating 8 celebrities, including 2 who appeared not of age. He told a true crime podcast he'd been given USB drives with tapes showing Diddy mistreating 4 men, 2 young men, and 2 women. He also claimed Kim Porter had given him a memoir and videos showing Diddy essaying heavily intoxicated celebrities and young people. Diddy's team called it fabricated and filed a $50 million defamation suit against Courtney. But that still didn't stop Courtney from doubling down on everything he already said. He said, "I'm standing by my word." He had a lot of nerve to want to sue somebody when he's going to rot in jail for all of the things he's done. But this was actually just the beginning. You see, during the trial, a man who claimed to be one of Diddy's male escorts went straight to the feds with a tape, including him and Diddy freaking off. He said Diddy had made him travel all the way from Atlanta to Miami for a freak-off, and said he kept a personal copy of the tape from that night. And get this, the tape was made around May 2023. That was just about 5 months before Cassie slapped Diddy with that $30 million lawsuit. And just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, Suge Knight, the former CEO of Death Row Records, spilled major tea about the tea he saw a tape allegedly featuring Diddy, J-Lo, and Ben Affleck having a freak-off. Now, the reason this is interesting is that Diddy and J-Lo dated from 1999 to 2001, and that relationship included the infamous December 1999 nightclub shooting, where rapper Shyne took the blame and went to prison for a gun that supposedly belonged to Diddy. And allegedly, J-Lo knew the truth about that situation, but she stayed silent and watched Shyne take the fall for it.
And they know the fact that J-Lo lied and said that the gun was Shine or whatever, and sent that man to prison and restored his life, and she knew it was tough. I'm quite sure they probably called and the FBI gave respect. The courtesy call of Ben Affleck. It's a white man who got respect in the white world. I'm quite sure they said, "We want to show you some things. It's about your wife." And when he sees this shit that her and Puffy were doing and who they were doing it with, I'm quite sure they gave his ass those.
But here's the part a lot of people don't really talk about. Not every woman around Diddy was being forced into those freak-offs. According to the streets, some of them were very much there willingly and enjoying the access, the money, the lifestyle, and everything that came with being in Diddy's circle. And baby, one name that keeps coming up in that conversation is Daphne Joy. People have been saying for a while that Daphne may not have been some innocent bystander in all this. And after that alleged tape started making rounds, the internet was looking at her completely. And then there's Young Miami. Whew, she has been accused of allegedly being one of Diddy's favorite freak-off girls. And not just that, folks claim she was allegedly helping bring other women around him too. And honestly, she has not exactly made it hard for people to believe the allegations. Because y'all remember when she allegedly told Diddy's other accuser, Gina Huynh, that she could make one call to Diddy and have Gina on her knees doing whatever she wanted. "If I wanted you to eat my Diddy would have you on your knees, B. You a eater." That comment alone had people side-eyeing Young Miami hard, because it made it sound like she wasn't just some girlfriend sitting around clueless. It gave very much somebody who knew exactly how Diddy moved, knew the kind of influence he had, and was willing to use that connection to intimidate another woman. You see, before Diddy got locked up, Carisha was reportedly living real nice off him. Word on the street is she was allegedly getting over $250,000 a month, plus random luxury gifts every week, just to be his girlfriend. At least, that's what everybody thought she was getting paid for, till Lil Rod's SA lawsuit against Diddy came out. So get this.
So how many rounds you be going?
You know,
The people don't.
You know them.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay, so
I'm
what's the
asking for the people.
What's the answer?
Lil Rod said that back in 2022, Diddy and Young Miami set him up at some fancy all-white Thanksgiving party. He thought he was pulling up to work on music because that's what Diddy told him they were doing. But we already know Diddy doesn't do anything without some twisted agenda behind it. Lil Rod claims Diddy put something in his drink to mess him up. Then, while he was in the restroom feeling out of it, Miami's cousin burst into the bathroom while he was inside, at which point she allegedly started groping him and performing oral acts on him that he never asked for or wanted. The lawsuit continues. Lil Rod said that he tried to push her away and left the restroom, only to then be followed by Miami's cousin, who then allegedly undressed and attempted to straddle him and have sex with him in front of Diddy. Now this is where things get even more interesting because he said, Young Miami was among those who were paid a monthly fee by Diddy to work as his sex workers.
I can't say it.
You got to.
It say take a shower if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak. Freak of the week, huh? So you say take a shot. You say take a shot. Oh, we need a shot.
I take a shot.
You like golden showers?
I do.
But like peeing on you?
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just do something.
I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, one more thing. I need something a little less. Right? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never had a golden shower.
I did.
Did you? I've never had a golden shower. Like I've given one. Oh, is that the same thing as squirting or?
Yeah, they say that. I don't know, but I don't had to go to shower and I like it.
I give them.
There is clearly a lot more to this freak-off enterprise Diddy and his crew were running, and the infamous Ibiza tapes are just one of many disturbing tapes. Now, when it comes to the content of the tapes, most of them have since been taken down, so finding them will be difficult. However, according to the people who claim to have seen them before they got taken down, it's more disturbing than the media is making it out to be. One person said, Diddy's been on such a power trip, he only saw the tapes as blackmail. He never saw them as evidence against him. Another person said, a lot of famous people are calling their lawyers. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about these celebrities panicking after the news of the Ibiza tapes? And do you really think the names of the people in the tape will be released any day from now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.